We now turn, Allison, to the McDonald's corruption trial. The case is now in the hands of the jury as they have to decide the fate of former Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife Maureen. Northern Virginia Bureau Chief Jeff Goldberg is live in Richmond tonight with what the jurors now have to mull over. Jeff?
Well, Leon, deliberation started at exactly noon today. No verdict yet, not entirely unsurprising considering the jury has 5 weeks of testimony to digest, along with some very dense jury instructions that they were read this morning. Just a few minutes ago, in fact, both Governor Bob McDonnell and Maureen McDonnell and their attorneys walking into the courthouse separately, of course, as we've seen throughout the course of this trial, wanting to get inside before the 5 o'clock closing time. And at 5:30, they will come inside the courtroom and jurors will tell them whether or not they have a verdict or will be coming back tomorrow morning. 7 men, 5 women will decide this verdict. And as for the moment, all the McDonald's can do is wait. With his fate now in the hands of a jury, Governor McDonnell says these are his plans while awaiting a verdict.
Thank God for his goodness and spend some time with my son and just wait upon the Lord, and that's all I can do.
During the reading of jury instructions, Judge James Spencer detailed the 14 felony counts against the governor and his wife Maureen. Spencer advised that Bob McDonnell's testimony should be viewed like that of any other witness and that nothing should be inferred by Maureen McDonnell's decision not to testify. But he did say that Johnny Williams' testimony must be examined and weighed by the jury with greater care, because Williams received immunity from potential stock fraud charges in exchange for talking.
The system usually gets it right, and I will rest in the confidence that this is going to work.
The McDonnells are accused of trading official government acts in exchange for nearly $180,000 in gifts and loans from Williams, and today the judge defined official acts in a way that could help the prosecution. It's considered any act a politician might typically perform, whether it leads to changes or not, so long as the person paying a bribe believed it could lead to change or influence. And because a conspiracy is alleged, instructions made clear that Maureen McDonnell, not a public official, cannot be convicted of certain corruption charges unless the former governor is.
Doesn't mean that she gets off scot-free, but what it does say is that Bob McDonnell is at the heart of this trial.
Judge Spencer also telling jurors that they can take into consideration evidence of good character on behalf of the defendants, and that could give rise to reasonable doubt. Now, if jurors do not have a verdict by 5:30 this evening, they go home and come back at 9:30 tomorrow morning. We will have an update on the status of the situation coming up in about an hour. Until then, live in Richmond, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Now, we'll have crews in Richmond all week long until a verdict is reached there. And when a decision is made, we'll bring it to you live on ABC 7 and WJLA.com.